Yo. Sorry about that, folks. Really sorry I'm late. PDFs were taking ages to render, hence why we're stuck with 5 minutes late. I know it's disgraceful. I was on time as well. I was sat here getting everything prepped, and then it just took ages for my slides to render. Anyway, talking of which, I'm just gonna try and fix this. Oh. Now, why is... let me just... I'm trying to get to the point where I can put that big map up again and show you the progress, but it's, for some reason, seems to have deleted all of that, which is a bit strange. Let me just... I don't understand... Sometimes I don't understand parent and child PowerPoint slides. Let me just shift this out of the way. Get rid of that. I tell you what, let's while I'm here, let's just whiz into let's get the map up so you can have a look at the map. And in fact, why not let's get my face up as well. How are you all? Are you all well? Can you hear me? You are live. We're here eventually. Yes, shoddy. I know. It's shocking. Just trying to very quickly do some of this, and then do this, and just change this color. Oh my goodness. I want to get that big map up because it looks awesome. It just involves me doing things on stream, which I didn't want to. Very organised. We'll get there eventually. So, what did we do last time? We created a tunnel. Can I... Yeah, here we go. Let's not do that. Oh, dear me. I can't multitask. It's not happening. There we are. Now, if I close this and do this... and this. Oh, that's it. Now we're cooking on gas. Now I can PDF this damn thing. Oh, dear me. Dear me. Right, save that. Replace that. You can hear that thing's critical alarms going off. Oh, it's going to take ages because of the second slide. Oh, come on now. Anyway. So what were we getting up to? Well, we built we did a bit of construction up we did a bit of freight stuff around Stratford. We did oh there we go. That's just appeared magically. Nice. We can worry about that in a second. Thanks. Just close the current tab. Yeah. How rude of Adobe to do that to me. But actually, the most exciting thing we did was build this new tunnel here between Kingston and Hendon, essentially. That was by far the most exciting thing we did. Let me just get a folder up. You're going to see a folder for a second there. I'm just going to very rapidly open up another PDF because I can. There we go. That's what I want. There we go. You can see I made some progress. For anyone who's not been on stream, I'm slowly getting there, I'm over on the Great Western and sort of getting close to finishing some of the various bits and pieces on this side, which means I've kind of finished, what have I finished? Finished the lines into Maghull. This is the map, by the way, not the actual save. Finished the lines into Maghull Central, what else? Stamford Midland. Oh, this music's very ethereal, isn't it? Anyway, we built this tunnel. The Royal Victoria Tunnel. Because it's 1887, this is actually, I realised after stream, this is the Golden Jubilee of Queen Vic. So our nasty little islanders who've colonially invaded whatever island this was before, we're going to name their railway tunnel after Vic, after Vicky. It's more flattering than Virginia, let's face it. In any case, Well, yeah, so there's Paignton. You see Matlock there with its little train shed. So the good thing about this map is going to be that it's going to be much easier for me to see, firstly, to kind of see what routings the main lines are taking and understand what improvements I need to make. And generally just get an idea of the gaps in the network. One of the key gaps in the network is Kingston up to Maghull, actually. In fact, Maghull's kind of only really connected by the Great Central. So yeah, more work needed to kind of plumb Maghull into the mainline railway. it's always been on the Great Central. It's always been their turf, really. But there's as you can see, there's not really a neat north-south railway kind of coming out of Kingston. There's the line, you can see this line here, which is what takes things up to it. Kind of, there's a bit of a disconnect. I don't actually know if this Kingston to Maghull, there isn't really an existing service. There's no cord here. Oh, you can't see it. There's no cord here, kind of coming off kind of up this direction, then down here. I'm having to use the middle of the screen because I don't have a pointer, and then up into Maghull. So yeah, anyway, this map is useful. And if I go into the next page, you can see I've been doing some planning of straight lines between the cities to sort of see where lines make sense and where they don't. Anyway, don't worry about that. So more importantly than any of that is getting rid of that altogether. Looking just at our map here to see what we've been up to and where new services are needed. Let's get the big map up. Grand. Oh. Let's get back to the real world, shall we, rather than this map. The mapping is very beautiful. Oh, let's just save it for stars before I close that. Mapping is very beautiful, but I think we want to see our first services kind of coming in. And the thing that we're going to do today, probably we're going to get to the point where we have... well, I'll tell you what, let me go in here, get game face on, minimise that, and get transport fever up. Here we are, everyone. I'm now going to just do the thing where I pan over everything to make sure that it's all cached in, and then it'll run more smoothly. So just, there, what have we got? Here we are. In fact, let's also get rid of some things so we can see what's going on a bit more clearly. There we are. Oh, and signals as well, they're useful. Yeah, there we are. So this is the West Coast. You can see the Great Western Railway. It's mild chaos, actually. It's shown me on the map how much it's a sort of a weird collection of industrial railways without any sensible connection. The updated maps will be on Dropbox just now. They'll have just updated. So you can get that link in the description to download it, I think. Yeah, sorry, I'm just caching in by going around, and then everything runs more quickly. I tried this out, and it worked really nicely. So once I kind of run random PowerPoint presentation, everything... it starts running much more smoothly. There's Hendon. There's our tunnels under there somewhere, which we'll look at in a second. Need to make sure that the services are running down through there. Oh, come on. There we are. Before we unpause, we'll just make sure all the services are running through there that we want them to. There we are. We're nearly there. There's Bradshaw and Shildon. That takes a bit of time to cache, but or is it cache? I'll let you decide, folks. I think we're there. I think that's everything. Stratford, did we get Stratford in? Yeah. There, see what I mean? It's just, now it's running much more smoothly. Now it's sort of loaded everything in. So, we're going to look at, first of all, just a reminder of what we just built, which was the Royal Victoria Tunnel, which is, so it comes off at the junction here. Clearly not an optimized junction necessarily, but it's not too bad. Runs through here, disappears off down, and it goes down. Good grief, it disappears off down. Underneath here, where this nice road was built as a means of construction, probably out to a shaft, to a ventilation shaft. There's probably a ventilation shaft on either side. Let's see. So then, there we are. If we just flip over here, we can see that the tunnel picks up. You can see it just disappearing down. We are obviously going to have to ride the front of a train going through this thing. I'm excited about this. We're going to do it. I think it's someone did the maths on this already. Anyone in the chat who's done the maths? I think this is 1.7 miles worth of tunnel. Yes. Thanks, Squicklehausen. I'm with you on that. It's cash. Although from North America, so we have to treat your inputs on pronunciation dubiously, right? That's the stereotype, isn't it? Anyway, so then there's this slightly realigned junction mainline kind of to put this as the throughs, and these as the turnout route off down to Framlingham, and then it through. And we've clearly a bit of an issue. Capacity going to be an issue here. If we've got mainline services whizzing through Hendon Central, this is a bit of an issue. So there's a chance we're going to have to do some sizable reconstruction works at Hendon Station once services start running through here. But for now, they're going to kind of keep it as it is. It's pretty common at times. The Forth Bridge is a great example of this, actually. They built the bridge and basically did none of it took 10 additional years for them to do the necessary network upgrades to plumb the Forth Bridge in properly so that it didn't just cause horrendous congestion in Edinburgh. Pretty standard. Anyway, so that's the tunnel. That's the new railway line serving the tunnel. Nothing particularly railway-wise, pretty straightforward. It just involves a massive undersea construction. Aluminium. No, it's aluminium. It's not Jonah. No, come on now. Right. Anyway, so let's have a look at services. We need to make sure that all our services are going in the right direction. So let's have a quick look. So we've got already. We've got how many services running through here? We've got just the one, the Bury to Bradshaw Express. So that's going direct that way. And now does that call into Kingston? So interestingly, that Bury to Bradshaw Express runs. Let's make it yellow just so we can sort of see what's going on. So that's running down through. It's running down through into Kingston, then down into Bradshaw and back. So providing a pretty decent fast service between those three cities, the sort of three main cities on the east coast, actually, other than Lowestoft further north. So that's pretty good. There is another express service though, I think, isn't there? Which is the it's the Bury to Kingston Express. Now this one, I think because it calls it Rugeley, it will continue using this this line down here. Now, do I want that to be the case, or shall we just run it as an additional sort of Bury to Kingston Express? Do we get rid of that service? What do you think in the chat? Get rid of that service, or shall we keep it running? Part of me would like to almost sort of deprecate passenger running on this line and just use it as kind of make it freight only. But the thing is, I think that East Coast service is using it as well. What do you think, folks? Yeah, so we've got. Now while I'm here, so that's fine. I think we'll leave that as is, actually. In which case, we've only really got one service making use of this. So how many trains does the Bury to Bradshaw Express have? Let's do the same as this. Let's have a look. Bury to Bradshaw Express. Just the two. Just the two. One of these is very much going the wrong way, but that's fine. Is it going to get confused? It might well do. I think it might go up to Bury and kind of be fine. The other one is presumably, yeah, it's good. So this is the one we want. Let's pin that because we're going to come back and travel aboard this train shortly as it makes its way back through. That should be good. What is the demand for this line? The Bury to Bradshaw Express demand is not great, but I'm thinking given the time savings there'll be in that connection that it might jump upwards. It might suddenly improve. We'll see. Given the distance. I don't know. I think part of me is tempted to just sack off the Bury to Bradshaw, the Bury to Kingston Express, and replace it with the Bury to Bradshaw, and just move the services over to the Bury to Bradshaw. What do you think? Also need a commuter. Yeah. We're not getting a commuter line running through that tunnel anytime soon. Let me have a think. Yeah, that's a good point. Who said that? Condition 1BG75. Yeah, this ferry service is pretty much going to be wiped out now. This ferry service is purposeless. It's got a decent, it does a pretty decent haul for ferries in this game, but alas, it's not for long, given that there's now a decent alternative. So, yeah, I think I might do that. The thing is, I think a lot of these trains, these are busy trains. I think the reason they're busy trains is because they run through Rugeley, and I think Rugeley to Kingston is a popular, and it's an unserved. There is no other route. Oh, there is, because it uses there's that long distance one, isn't there? I'm going to leave it for now. What else? Now there are some other services I wanted to do as well. So this episode is going to be a lot about services. It's going to be a lot about us. It's going to be a lot. In fact, let's get playing. It's going to be a lot about us looking at even more long-distance services, connecting some of the extremes. So, for example, I think I'm going to get a Frome to Bradshaw service going. Where on earth that ends up calling, who knows? But and who runs it, I don't know. But I know that we need one. So it's going to happen. No, I don't think the branch line stations will close to Ashbourne Ferry. It might be that the ferry station is sort of, yeah, it might be that you end up with just a terminal station here and this branch goes, but we'll see. Still pretty busy. 27 people waiting there for that one. We'll see how it goes. It's quite a lot of people use that service for now. We'll see. It might well be that it survives. We'll just have to see, won't we? There is going to have to be there's definitely going to have to be see, maybe the coast service goes that way. I think maybe that's what we'll do. We'll have that coastal service. So the one that's what is it, Bradshaw to Hexham. I think the Bradshaw to Hexham service, it'll go Bradshaw, Kingston. So we've got, so I'm going to get rid of Rugeley out of there, and we're going to say Kingston to, and it's going to go to Hendon. Let's just make this yellow so we can check that it's doing the right thing. And then we're going to go back the other way, get rid of Rugeley, and add Hendon through there on the way back. Yeah, that looks to be right, I think. Yeah, there we go. That'll be good. That again, I think that'll draw a lot of demand, actually. Anyway. So, September 1887. We're going to save. I'm going to save quickly while I'm here. Oh, is it still September? It is. Still September. We must have started this in September. There we are. Let's just overwrite that, actually. There we go. It's saving, so it's all frozen. But we're going to look at this. Busy railway junction. Yeah. Actually, we're not going to go there for now. We are going to make sure that we pay attention to this train, so that when it reaches Bradshaw and starts coming back the other way, make sure that I'm paying attention so we can watch it go through the tunnel for the first time. Don't let me forget that. Everyone scream at me in the chat if I get distracted and forget to do that. But for now, we're gonna draw this Frome service. I've no idea where it's going to actually kind of trace through. What I might do is sort of see if I do Frome and then just click it to the other end and see where it ends up going. It'd be quite interesting to see where that ends, like what that ends up looking like. So new service, new line. I'm gonna go from Frome. Where are we gonna go? We're gonna go Frome. Frome to now. Do I want Frome to? Yeah, Frome through to Bradshaw Great Northern and see what happens. Oof, that's a long old service, but there we go. So, now, where's that ended up? So, let's see if we can trace that. Let's make it yellow, because I always find that easier to spot. So that's gone up through... It's gone up through here. Oh, let's view it this way, because it's a little bit nicer. There we go. Up through here, following the fasts on the Great Northern, which is kind of why my instinct is that it's going to be a Great Northern service. So it's coming through, up through Great Northern here. Oh, is it just going to go up through Lowestoft and round? Yeah, well, there we go. That's what it's decided the quickest route is, clearly. Which is kind of annoying, actually, because it's not really achieving much new. It's just going, yeah, it's just going to go up to Lowestoft, isn't it? Sorry about the PowerPoint slides there, everyone. Up to through Melksham and then Lowestoft and then, yeah, okay. Kind of interested that that's the quickest way, but apparently, yeah, and then it's over the bridge. Yeah, it really does think that that's the quickest route. Interesting. What's it then doing? Then coming round Raleigh and then up. Thing is, that's not really doing anything new. So part of me is thinking that I'd quite like to see it. The thing is that I suppose there is no other actual connection other than the Matlock route. So we could come down through, have it a Midland service. Oh, what's this? Yeah. I the reason I haven't set a waypoint, I kind of just wanted to see where that service would end up, like where it would end up. You know, what route the game would decide is the quickest route across the map. It kind of shows the lack of chords between railway companies that exist at the moment. One of the features of this period, and certainly in the early 1900s, is more working between railway companies because very rapidly the railway companies were having to compete against tram companies, new bus companies, and by the late 19th, certainly in the interwar years, they were having to compete heavily against the motor car, and they were losing. It was a battle that they continued to lose until the present day. So very rapidly they realised they had to work together and make services better. So that meant more cords. So through the 1900s, we're going to see a lot more. That's partly why I'm doing that map, is I can see where all the little cords and things are needed to improve the provision of the service. I've just had the epiphany that this might not necessarily be the first train through the tunnel, because we might have actually sent some other trains through via the. No, we're all right. We're safe. I was thinking we might have sent some other trains through via the on the long distance service, kind of working its way through. But I think we're actually all right. Regional passenger. This is it. This will be the first one that does it. Excellent. That's good. We're gonna. While we're here, let's just watch, shall we? So, what is the date at the moment? It's 1887. Ah, fine. There we go. Let's watch our way through this tunnel. And while we do that, we'll have a think about services. Yeah, I might set a waypoint. That service isn't doing anything yet. It's not costing me anything. It's just there as a placeholder. I think I might weave it down through the Midlands and through Matlock, but even that kind of goes through Bungay Junction, so it's not actually achieving anything new. The thing is, the direct long-distance services seem to be favoured in this game. The game really seems to like them. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Let's leave it, actually. We'll, for now, we're going to enjoy this journey. Look at this. Look at this. I am excited about this. Here we go. Oh, there's a nice local service with the old knackered coaches. The Bodmin train, I believe that was. Oh, no, it might have been the ferry service, actually. Oh. Whoops. Everyone's heard that. It's because I've got that video up on my phone. I need to just going to play it again. There we go. There we go. This is exciting, everyone. We're doing it. We're going down into the tunnel. Look at this. It's happening. The music is getting changed. What happened there? Oh, I was just looking behind me just to see the train. Here we are. Oh, it's tunnel time. Does everyone hold their breath when they go through? Hold their breath when they go through tunnels. Look at this. Are we gonna get tunnel vision by the end? We're in the tunnel. We're at 31 miles an hour, racing at a veritable. No, it's just a snail's pace. Yeah. We're in the tunnel, hammering along. Goodness knows where the smoke's gone. 31 miles an hour, just rocket speed. Yeah, sorry about the dropped drop frames. I don't really. Yeah. Do we have a Penzance to Aberdeen style service on the map? What would you say are the two extreme corners? We don't have we've got a Leighton to Lowestoft. That's pretty far. We don't have a Frome to Bradshaw, which is the service that I've just put in. Yeah, part of me thinks it'd be interesting for it to run down through like Wooler Junction, Stratford, and round that way. Maybe that might kind of capture a few different services. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. Your suggestions, please. Just old semaphore. Yes, no, I know the old semaphore signal. I'm looking forward to doing re-signalling works. Here we go. Oh, we're kind of coming round. Oh wait, so that's just round the corner. We're only just now dropping down underneath. We're still dropping. There's no thing that says elevation at this point, which is a shame. We're very much still in the tunnel. I can't tell whether we're climbing or not. Yeah, Besquicklehausen, you're absolutely bob on. Cut stone is not really a material that you would use for a tunnel like this. It does not have the compressive strength. Also, just you wouldn't. Yeah, I mean, this would also square tunnels like this. No, this is a cut and cover looking structure. Tunnels are built as kind of spheroidal shapes. or rather kind of ovaloid. So like a kind of a shape. Either it's modern tunnel is a perfect circle. In yon olden days, it was like an egg shape. Sometimes it had a funny invert, or sometimes it had a kind of it completed the shape, and then you'd bill in. So no, pegged at 31 to not climb it. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a good point. This is going to drop speed, isn't it, as we climb up out the tunnel? So we'll know that we're climbing out the tunnel then. Jermaine, no mods. This game is running mod-free. It's entirely pure vanilla. Plain and simply because my PC might not hack it when we get to late stage in the game and we've got lots of people. We're climbing. We've dropped some speed. Besquicklehausen, you're absolutely bob on. That was exactly how to tell what we're up to. I think I can see out at the end of the tunnel, actually. I see the light. I mean, obviously the game's not good enough to have actually, you know, made it dark down here. Whatever. Because it's a tunnel. It should be dark, for goodness sake. This would be cast iron? No. So this is based on the Severn Tunnel, which is brick-lined. It is brick-lined. Oh, actually, that's a very good point. We're slowing down now. Crikey, we are slowing down. 24... Oh, it's pushing. When we get out of the tunnel, I can see the tunnel portal. When we get out of the tunnel, I'll try and get a cross section of the Severn Tunnel and show you what it looks like. Other than very, very wet. Here we are. Just 20. Oh, look at this. It's struggling. Oh, chuff chuff. Bring on more powerful locomotives, essentially. This one is, it is struggling. 17. Oh, dearie me. 16. The interior would look more like that, to be honest. Why they couldn't have continued that, I do not know. 15. 14. Oh. Yeah, but Squicklehausen, that's a good point. For better rail sim, we need to have an ability to assign kind of incline. What are they called? Oh, anyway, yeah, services that you hook up and haul up the hill. What are they called? Oh, the name of them's gone. But they've got they have their own little siding. They come and away you go. Right, we're picking up some speed again now. I guess you could sort of hack it with a transfer on each end to a train with double locos or something. But yeah, it's really, yeah, you're right. You could kind of work it like that, but it's a bit. We're just going to rely on better locomotive bankers. Thank you, everyone. Banking locomotives. Thanks, folks. Yeah, we're just going to rely on better locos. It's doing all right. The fireman was absolutely tanking it at that point. Anyway, right, that was fun. What we're going to do now is, what are we going to do? We're going to... yeah, I'm going to change the service I created. It's not going to go to Bradshaw. It's going to go to Kingston. There we are. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, good. The long-distance service is making its way through. Happy days. Yeah, this is nice. I like this. This game is fun. I mean, I'm really enjoying this. This tunnel it just feels like a fun addition. Right. What am I going to do right now? I'm going to just quickly alt out and get, because it's a very interesting point. Severn Tunnel cross, wait for it. My computer's just catching up. Cross section. Nice. So if I just drag this over, wait a minute. Let me just do this. Actually, no, stuff it. Let me do this, and then this, and then this. There we go. Get OBS up, and then go back to screen one. Right, so here we are. This is Severn Tunnel. This is what the cross section of tunnels of this type looked like back in yon day. Is this Severn Tunnel here? It could be. You can see it's relying on the arch principle for relying on all the compressive forces coming in around it. This is best. Yeah, all the compressive forces coming in, and then this is what we call the tunnel invert. Sometimes it's a perfect circle, but in often cases you can see here it's got a nice. In the middle, it's got a nice drainage channel, which is nice, and yeah, just kind of a similar, and it'll be several courses of brickwork to kind of support that. Oh, also while we're here, this is nice. Can I maximise this? Come on. Now, I don't get why. Control T. Come on now. There. I don't open image in new tab. There we are. Let me just. Why is Wikimedia changed such that it does this thing now? I don't get it. Like, no. Why is this not huge? Come on now. There we are. I'm just going to zoom in on it. That gives you an idea. Yes, it's a 1 in 100, which is pretty much as steep as you want any mainline to be. And you can see the. There we are, going down. This is to where the. Yes, you can see the pumping shaft. So the way that the drainage works is that you've got this pumping shaft at Sudbrook. And then likewise, you can see the 1 in 90 climb on the way out. So yeah, it's pretty steep drop down. So that's it, going underneath the River Severn. Opened also. Where's this? Oh, this is when the big spring broke in. Yeah, there's a big spring underneath. That's a nightmare. Anyway, we built it about the same time, which is quite nice. Actually, what, 10 years later, in fact. Love this. Anyway, that is the Severn Tunnel, to give you an idea of actual tunnel construction and all that good stuff. We're going to come back, and I'm going to come back to me now, because that's quite enough of that. I don't know whether that was relevant or interesting, but just get that up and also do this. There we go, I'm back. It's not a small image, Ella. It's a thing that Wikimedia has done recently, that Chrome and Wikimedia are not talking to each other properly, and then when you go into the big image, it goes small. It isn't a... It's not the thumbnail image. Anyway, there's where the tunnel goes. I think it's quite pleasing thinking about the big tunnel going under there. This is about the biggest civil engineering project we've had on the map so far. That would have been a lot of penny. Yeah, so that's the tunnel. Exactly as Biswickle hasn't pointed out. Wrong stone, because it would have used engineer's blue brick. Probably it would have used Staffordshire blue brick, which is a very specifically engineered brick that's got very high compressive strength, and also quite good resistance to torsional effect as well, because you don't want your brick crumbling if there's a slight eccentricity in the loading on it. So engineer's blue brick. So if you look around the UK, there must be an equivalent in the US actually. But if you look around the UK, you'll see a lot of railway structures are built with this kind of dull grey blue looking brick. I'd love to get one actually. I'd get an engineer's blue brick, clean it up and have it on my desk. Anyway, they're fantastic. Yeah, you'll see them all over the place, just absolutely ubiquitous. I think they were mentioned on Tim's show on tomorrow night, by the way, remember? They were on Tim's show for the Wolverhampton episode, and the original station that's now no longer used as a railway station is built with... It's very strange because it's built with blue brick. It wasn't used as an architectural brick very often. But yeah, look up the engineer's blue brick, and actually, you know what? Stuff it. Let's just go in here. Engineer's blue brick images. Oh, I don't want the... Oh, it's just giving me a load of... it's giving me a massive Staffordshire blue brick. Now, if I go through here, is it going to actually show me one? No, the trouble is, it's not showing me one. Oh man, it's so difficult to use this without having features. Anyway, never mind. It's fine. This is the colour of brick, I mean, which I'm going to show you in a second. I'll try and find... that's the... Is it? No, that's not it. This is the colour of brick. Right, I'm doing it. I'm going to bring this up. Open image in new tab. And just F11 that. There we are. Don't mind me, OBS, and small face. This is a massive anticlimax. This colour, these sorts of bricks, you'll see them around the UK all over the place. I don't know whether there's an equivalent in the US. I'll check the chat in 5 seconds. But this colour of brick. So if you see these bricks around, chances are they're Staffordshire blue bricks, and they're very high quality, and they were designed primarily for railway purposes. There, a little bit of trivia that you may or may not know there. Let's go back to game face again, because no one cares about any of that. So we're going to get on with talking about railways. Right, so what are we doing? We look at that service that we just created. Let's keep time moving, by the way, because I think basically at the moment, as I said, I think we're gonna hammer through a bit of time at the moment. 1888. So that's the tunnel running. We've got services coming in and out there. Look, there's a nice train looking like an actual train, which is good. Oh, I tell you what. So I've got on my little bit of paper here. We've gone through 82, so then we're actually on our way to 18. So that's happened. 1883 has happened. We're approaching quite an exciting time because we're going to get a new express locomotive in a year and a half. I'm hoping that's going to happen in this stream. What time is it? Because that'd be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to getting that express locomotive out and about. Yeah, and this is quite fun as well. I quite like this. Quite like the railway kind of barreling over this. It's quite nice. What is this? What's that? Local. Oh, it's the Ashbourne ferry service. Also, just thought of a way to cascade rolling stock between services, which I should have thought of a long time ago. Oh dear. Well, that looks like a disastrous bit of subsidence to me. We'll leave it for now. That's bad, folks. It's bad. Anyway, that service we just created, we're going to shift it from... where is it? There we are. We're going to shift this, not to Bradshaw, but we're going to shift it to Kingston. There we are. Now, let's see where it ends up going, and let's see what places it goes through. So it's going through Richmond Town, and it's going through Bridport, yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. Tell you what, so from Kingston, do I actually want it to go northwards and end up in... Because there's no connection... So I've got a connection off the Great Northern, but I don't have a connection back onto the Great Northern. It'd be quite good if I did, actually. Yeah. So, okay, right, it's chord time. It's chord time. Are we going to do it? Am I going to manage this? Let's just have a think about whether this is going to work. So to get up to the Great... Yeah, to get up to... Okay, stuff it. It's happening. We're doing it. We're building a chord here. Excuse me. Is it going to be feasible? Is it going to make a right old mess of everything? Yeah, I reckon this is a goer. We just need to work out our gradients, get our gradients right. But I reckon we can go for a chord here. I think it'd be quite useful, actually. Let's have a look. So if we... Challenge is to come off and then come off at the right sort of gradient to not have basically to have our S&C on the flat, because it looks awful when you don't do that. We've got to deal with the fact that we had this nice high capacity turnout. Besquicklehausen's design here of tunnel and connecting. But what we might end up having here is a more complex junction of... we might end up with 4 tracks here and then kind of coming out and whizzing off in that direction towards Maghull. I reckon that is exactly what we're going to have. So if I... Let's have a think. What is this? This is 1888. So if I go like this, what's the gradient? What's the gradient? Oh, it says pretty flat. No, it is not. It's because I'm at the top of this embankment. Let's try this. So if I go up here, 40, and let's just make that flat because it needs to be flat. Yeah. So if I then do that, that's then see what that looks like. If I then go up here, is that going to kind of... Yeah, that's kind of cutting into where I want to. That's kind of good. And it's not too steep either, actually. Oh, I quite like that. So that's kind of coming up here. Then there's going to end up being this up here, so yeah, okay. Why is that service? No, we'll never know. So if I do that... and likewise, I need to create this, I need to turn this into a flat, so this needs to be... this is the tricky bit, is the actual... the angle, probably... if I did it this way... It's a bit slow to come off there. 30 is not great. So probably wanted this to be a bit shallower, didn't I? Yeah, cack. Yeah, okay. Might have demolished some trees. So actually, to do that, I just need to... if I do something like... just need to... I know what I can do. Oh, but maybe I can do this. No. No. Oh man, I just want to shorten this to be like that. That'll do. That, perfect. Now let me try this going up the hill. I think that now, yeah, that now will give me a much smoother connection between the two. Good stuff. Happy with that. Yeah, okay. I'm just enjoying these. I'm letting it run because we need to get ourselves to 1819. Look at that. Look at that go. I know the actual locomotives and trains aren't like are rubbish, and I know that this arch is stupid, but I still find this game aesthetically pleasing. Or I think it's the idea of like a whole railway network that you've built up yourself with the services and with the trains. It is quite pleasing. Now this is going to be a classic. I'm not going to have a single lead. It's going to be a classic double junction. It's going to come up and do exactly what I want up here. Lovely. Now the challenge is in getting this to be right. First of all, I need to. Once this train goes past, I'm afraid we're going to have to look at this. This is nice, isn't it? Let's while I'm here, just get a nice you know. Just got to get the screenies right. Here we go. Marvelous. That's a nice little moment there. So I know that's too low for starters, so I'm going to need that to be steeper, I think. Yeah. Just steepen that up a bit. Just have a look. Where's that coming in? That needs to be more. It needs to be closer to the. Needs to be quite a bit closer, actually. Let's see. I think that is that getting there. That's still quite a bit lower. No. So now if I let's pause this now because we've got to get rid of some signals. So if I do that, I'm leaving that passing loop there for now. Or am I? So kind of what I'm aiming for is this, essentially. What is that? 43, so I can go a bit closer. What's that? 40, perfect. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for. Now, what's that looking like in terms of... Yeah, so that's now losing too much. It's losing too much too quickly. So I need that to come off there more... I need more height over here. This is where construction lines would be so useful in this game. So that, if I now... Okay, so that... If I do this, is this going to screw up or is it going to work? Now, if I delete... I've got my finger on the... I've literally got my finger on the... so if I do that... okay, so I'm going to put that there. I'm going to now... that's not quite right. But it's about there, I think, that I need to be. So then if I put that to level, is that about where I need it to be? I think it is, you know. So if I then do this down to... Ah, yes, it's not quite right. Ugh, stuffs. This is annoying. It's a slightly annoying part. Ah, but what I can do is... let me think. No, I know what I'm going to do. So this is coming through here for 40. Fine. 40. Yep, lovely. At level, thank you. Now I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to make that shoot across here as a straight line. There we go. Perfect. Nice straight line. And then the same again on this track here. There we go. Just delete the signal. Now, why, you might ask? Well, it's because I'm going to pull this up as a straight line intersector, like this. Oh, I need to probably get rid of this, actually. I'll come back to you later. Bring this up as a straight line, and when I intersect this, if I have to zoom in to do it. Yep, yeah. It's gonna be very angry with me in this, I think. Yeah. Let's go. Oh, oh crikey, that is as steep as it wants to be. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to now draw that up to here. 50. Oh. Now if I just demolish that, there we go. And then this. You know how this gets, folks. You know how pedantic I am about curvature. There we are. Now that should give me a 50 on either side. Oh, it's too far on the other side now. Ugh, yikes. Oh, maybe I can get 60 overall. Can I get 60? Ah, you know what? Stuff it. 63. Nice high speed on there. That should now... Is it going to drop? Right, moment of truth. I'm going to have to demolish that and start again. Is that now... Oh. Oh. Just bulldoze that and that. And then replicate this geometry. Is it dropping too soon? Oh, it's... Oh, yeah, it is. Ah, damn it. I went too close. I need that to be 40. Which means I have to do the straight line again. Well, this is what you're here for, folks. You're here for my geometric pedantry. Yeah, that needs to stay level. And this, what was it? That was working at 60, but I want it to be at 50, or ideally 40, because it doesn't need to be going much further. Yeah, so this was like its most extreme. It's pretty steep, isn't it? Eesh. So then I needed to demolish. How much was this? So if I do this to here to get my 40, I need to have a little bit more here, but not the whole length. There we are. Let's see if that works. I'm gonna have to deal with like a compound, like having a compound curve here. I'm gonna have to deal with the consequences of it. Oh, it's so ugly. It's so ugly. Okay. Is that now a little blip? See, now if I... It needed to come a bit further still, didn't it? Yeah, but I don't know if it will. It's not horrendous. I mean, it's not great. It's like several nasty compound curves. Ugh. On the plus side, it does mean that it's doing kind of what I want it to there, which is nice. Good. Yeah. Although weirdly, does that mean now that if I get rid of that, is it gonna... Might do, you know. If I do that now... Ah, caxax. It's now refusing to let that happen, of course. Good stuff. Why? Anger. Now, why is that overtly unhappy about this particular moment? Let me just... Why? Why is this not possible? Strange game. Okay, that's done that. That's done that. Now, do I want to... What do I want to do with that other track? Do I now want this to be a... do I want to do that? Yeah, why not? What thoughts? I've been missing the chat. There's been a lot of stuff happening. Right, Right, I'm just going to have a look at the chat, because lots of interesting things have been happening in here by the look of it. Oh, many chats. I've been... Oh, yeah, that's it. Oh, good. Lots of chats, not much about what I'm up to, which is good. Right, so what have I created? Well, first of all, I need to signalise this lot. So this has obviously changed the way this junction is going to work. So this now means that this protecting signal will be here. I still think that's enough for this junction to do what it was originally doing, actually, which is fine. This now is going to have its protecting signal a bit further back. It's going to be here. And everything else is kind of just make it happen. Oh yeah, this can go here. Which is fun. Actually, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's got a bit of momentum coming out of the tunnel. This now needs to... We really don't want to stop anything coming up this cord, because good grief, it'll take ages to get moving. Let's just do this. Now let's whiz down here. Rejoin our... No. Let's do it. Going a bit weird for some reason. Now let me just check that this geometry is looking okay. It's a little bit climbing, but it's staying flat for most of the time. Good. Let's flatten this out a little bit first. Yeah, lovely. Yeah, there we go. Good. Ah, well, I'm quite pleased with that. That's yeah, another thing I'm going to have to model and add on my map, which is now out of date. But anyway, oh, I'm quite pleased with this chord. Yeah, that's quite nice, and it enables quite a substantially increased or interesting, different sort of set of. Oh, while I'm here, we actually need to now re-signal this lot quite a bit. Are there really no signals at all through... Oh, crikey, Rougeley's a state. Let's re-signal the heck out of Rougeley. It's an absolute shambles. Right. For starters, let's put some signals here. It's a bit lounge music here. Let's move to the next one. Now. And let's progress this as well. So, good grief. Signal. There we are, that's that protected. We're going to have a signal, protecting signal here. Sorry, not protecting signal, just a regular block signal there. Oh, actually, no, we should have it here because... no, that's fine. Yeah, let's do it there. So that I want to minimise the amount of time that a train is spent sort of faffing into a block. So that's doing that. Now we need a signal for the through services so that they don't get snarled up here. So we kind of want to signal them in. There's a protecting signal. There's nothing kind of... Yeah, okay. This can be, yeah, one way. This... okay, I didn't prep that properly, so it's impossible to put a signal there. I kind of feel like that's a mistake, but whatever. What about down here? Yeah, there's nothing. There's no, like, approach signal down here either. Crikey, let's do one. And let's move this down here a bit. Let's just do it here, actually. Just a bit of breathing space. Yeah, okay. That's probably going to help. That explains why there was so much congestion on the other approach, because there's no sort of bring your train in and sit it here waiting for this to be space. Anyway, likewise here, that needs to be an ability to go back and forth. Yeah, everything's running through there. Lovely. Oh, so what was the point of this chord? I can't remember. It was so we can run the service up. So if I get this ridiculous service here. So Kingston. Now, from Kingston, we're going to run through Richmond Town. Then we're going to run up this way. And we're going to run up into... Let's run into... What do we think? Should we run into... Actually, if I run in here, is there any way to actually get back onto... There isn't, is there? That kind of needs fixing. Needs to be a way to run from the Midland lines into and onto the GCR. Because if we ran up here... Oh, this is what I mean. This is competing companies and railway lines that don't really connect with each other because you've got a load of competing companies not paying attention. We've built our connecting cord here, which helps. Which means we now need to have a look at Rugeley. God, my lovely complicated map. This is the problem with making a lovely complicated map, is that it's wrong immediately. Let's see. Jermaine, you're up. Yes, I should totally build a high-speed rail line in the future. Obviously, I'm going to be doing that, yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing what, having an kind of just taking on what would work, what needs to happen on this railway network to make it all work. I'm looking forward to that moment, be it high-speed lines or whatever. Should be interesting. Should be very interesting. What's that? 33, 35. Oh, that'll do. So if I do that now, that then means a train coming in. Oh, it's kind of cocking that up a bit, though. I could put a double crossover in so that anything coming in can then double back, but the thing is, the capacity in Mag Hull is already being squeezed, so I'm not so sure. What I could do is double the cord here, actually. So if it goes into Highfield, it goes into the old Highfield Road, so Mag Hull Midland, then comes up onto the GCR. Okay, yeah, this could work. This could work. Also, that signal there is a bit rubbish. Anyway, right, let's delete these signals. This is exactly what we're going to do. We're recording the heck out of this situation. So if I let's just get a 40-mile-an-hour turnout. It's going to really not going to be happy about what I'm doing to these trees, are you? 40. Oh, actually, a bit further back. 40. Is that her? Yeah, okay. Keep that level. Yes. Good. Oh, it's frost. Sorry, folks. Right, now, can I... Now, from there, can I actually put in a viable... Oh, jeez. 40 with a bit of 50, and then down to 40 again. It's not pretty, but it's kind of... What's this doing in terms of crossing levels? Oh, I'm alright with that, actually. Yeah. Okay. There's a chord of sorts. Is this... Yeah, it's like the geometry's nasty, but I'm kind of... Well, it's not actually. It's just kind of slightly offset, which I'm at peace with. So let me just level this out. Boom, boom, boom. Good. Now I need to signal this up. Oh, this is a couple of chords, and suddenly there's quite a bit more operational flexibility. That... Oh, golly, where's that signal going to want to be? It's just going to want to flick through that, I think. That's fine. And that in that direction. And likewise, when it was coming down, how long is this going to be? Yeah, I think that's going to be okay, actually. That signal is now going to need to be here. So get rid of that. And this signal will remain there, actually. So that's coming in there, protecting that. Is that long enough? Yeah, I think it is. I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem. Yeah, okay. So that's now going to run through here, and then it'll run up there. Right, okay, so let's go back to our service. Does that make any sense? Oh, God, what's running this way now? Ah, one of the freights has decided this is the best way for it to go. Well, I'm kind of at peace with that, actually. Which one is it? Yeah, where's it going the other way, though? Oh, it's going back a weird way. Why? Why is it not going back the same way? I'll tell you what, let's fix that problem by clicking on the said bar equipment sidings and then add... Oh. Problem solved, I think. Is that now going through Stamford the way I wanted to? Oh yeah, this And now renders whatever was going on down here a bit strong. Oh, what's this thing? Is this Stratford food? Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, it's kind of going in there and going out that way. Oh yeah, well, things ebb and flow. Let's see. So what was I up to? I was creating chaos, wasn't I? Oh, what's this line? Line 1, line 2. Oh god. I don't know what my line 2 was, but let's go back to line 1 because I've confused myself now. Add station. Oh yeah, I know what I did. Right, Richmond Town, then Richmond Town. Let's go through Stamford Midland because it's going to be a Midland service, I think. Then up into. Then we're going to go into Maghull Midland. Then we're going to go back. Now, okay, this is the bit where we need to add additional cordage. So, okay, this becomes more complex. So we need this to. Right, for starters, this. Oh goodness, so that chord is bi-directional at the moment. Is that going to screw everything up? No, not necessarily. Let's just go a little bit further up there, yeah. Is that going to work? If I do that? Is that just going to be horrible? It might work. Let's see what it looks like anyway. So we got to Maghull, then we're going to go up to where's along here? We're going to then go up to Rugeley, then Ipswich Town. It's just quite the circuitous service, but I am enjoying it actually. So into Stratford Joint Station, then Wooler. Wooler's looking pretty busy actually. There's people exchanging in all directions. Then up along our little branch line through to Chesterfield Pier, then Chesterfield, Raleigh Great Western, and up to Frome. I reckon this might not get a bad service because it's such a long, ridiculous route. The game seems to like these. I don't know why. There we go. I presume it's then back to Wooler Junction. What are the thoughts on this? Jermaine's asking if I'd consider putting mods in at some point in later stage. There's a possibility that I will take snapshots of the game and then put in and then we can look at new rolling stock running around on it and kind of have a play with that. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure that the game's gonna hold up, to be honest. Given that it's this kind of chunky at this point, I don't know to what extent it'll survive. Then back along there, down into our little, then back into Midland as well. Right, yeah, that's gonna be a problem, so we need to work that out. And then back to Stamford, and then Richmond Town, and then back to Kingston. Now, we've got issues at Maghull. So that's because of the it's because the track layout here was always going to be a bit of a fudge. So I think it's coming in here and then to be honest, there's a need. Oh, excuse me. There's a need for an additional platform here anyway. So let's widen it up. What are we going to do? Should we just double track it? Yeah, that's probably the easiest way to do it, isn't it? Yep, boom, boom, boom. And I also think we're just going to get rid of this road and then extend the station a bit. We all thought this station was for the chop, didn't we? But here we are. Here it is expanding, getting more usage. Let's wipe this out. It's gone. Oh, actually, I shouldn't have done that, really, should I? We're going to do... What we're going to do... There's a railway line. Just do this. There we go. that is now nice. There's a road there. There's still things attached to it. Marvellous. Let's now pop in our... now what's using this freight-wise? The terminals is... Everything's using... Oh, yeah, so there's stuff using both of those. So I can't really... So actually what I need to do... Yeah, so I needed to actually island this. That's fine. No bother. Oh, that reminds me, I also need to do this. No bother at all. Right, let's now add... It's 1889. Oh, obviously that's not going to work, isn't it? Absolutely typical. Ah, just when I thought I was managing to not demolish too much, I've demolished much. Ah, well. Stick that in there. Yeah. Shove that in there, and passenger platform in there. Yeah. Oh, actually, no. Let's do it here because I can also shove a platform in. Oh no, I can't. Nah. Now, if I pop this, what's the chat going on? Oh, it's not letting me. Oof. Why not? Is that still there? Oh, so it ends up it's going to be I just demolish all that. Fantastic. Oh well. I think you kind of get what I was trying to do anyway. Platforms. Why is that not letting me now? Put that in. As it happens, just going to demolish it all as originally stated. Now, normally this would let me place that here anyway. Okay, pasture building. Let's pop in another. Just expand the pasture building a bit. That's not too bad. You'll see why I did that. So I can do this. Boom, boom, and then demolish that. Okay, it's still a rudimentary station, but it's doing a job. Let's now connect all this back up again because I'd ripped it apart. Lovely. And that. And then we need to do the same with this. Now, how am I going to do this? What's the best layout I can think of to kind of deal with this mess that I've created? Let's just go... Let's just do this. No, let's not just do that. Let's do that. Oop. There we go. Oh, golly. That now needs to do something like this. Oh, no, it doesn't, because it's just going to be able to cross over anyway. So... Now, what was the issue again? Have I still got the issue? Yeah, I still do have the issue. Now, can I... Still broken. Okay, so if I'm coming in from this side, it's just when it's coming back that it can't get into the bi-directional route. So... Oh, it's gone very slow. Sorry, everyone. Need to move the station, but yeah, I've done it. Right. It is a shame there's no footbridges in vanilla. It is a real shame, because there's some nice footbridges out there. So this is coming through here. Now, why is it... Have I bi-directional? Is something here single directional that needs to be bi-directional? I can't quite see what I've broken now. What's it doing? So it's coming out. Firstly, let's flip the service into this other. Oh golly, let's put that all in platform 2. Yeah, okay. So that's in there. Still not working because... Everyone, tell me what I've broken. Oh, it's because it's going from... There's no connect... Ah, yes. I understand now. That should fix it. Should it fix it? Possibly. If I now click... Yeah, that's fixed that. Now what's broken up here? Oh. No, if I do this to you, you should be fixed and happy. Right, this is going to get snarled up and horrible. Read the chat. What's that? Other than coordinates double slip. Yeah, we're there. I got there in the end. It's a mess, and it's going to end up snarling stuff up on here. So I'm gonna double this up. Let's get rid of that and this, and get rid of you and also you and you, because I am actually going to double this up. Here we go. Yep. That's that 30. Glorious, absolutely glorious. That's now there like that. Grand. Good. Now just need to signal that up. That's put me on to... now. Let's go in that direction. Okay, yep, yep. Put you there. And hopefully that deconflicts that a bit. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, that's sort of worked, I think. Oof. I mean, it's not pretty, but... Oh, let's pop a signal down here as well. How long is this? Oh yeah, we've made that our full length that we need it to be. Good. Thoughts, everyone? Is this horrifying or is it fine? I think we're there. That's it. It's coming in. It's then running out in the other direction. It's big, it's horrible, and as a service, this is nuts. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. I'm at peace with it. That cord is only for one service at the moment as well, but the other one has ended up providing a bit of a bypass for freight, which is quite nice. Okay, any thoughts? Let me know. Let's just see how it runs. Yeah, agreed. Let's get this thing running. Before we do that, though, we need to... I mean, it's also... Sorry, my computer is deciding... Let's get rid of this. There. Oh, it's just all the services the game is getting confused by. Where do we want that? I think if we got to Froome... Yeah, here we are. We can actually bump the services from here. So, let's do just that. What are we going to run these trains with? We're going to have one of these. And it's going to be blue because everything's blue. And we're going to run it with... What sort of... Let's get the latest quotient stock, shall we? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. How long... This thing can be this length. 121. Let's get 2 of these running and see how busy it gets. Maybe 4 of them. I think it might get quite busy. There we are. This is going to be a Midland Railway Regional Passenger. There we go. You, and you. Oh, I'm going to have to go back and redraw that bit of map, but that's fine. That's what it's all about. As soon as I've finished it, it doesn't take so long to kind of do those sorts of updates. It's quite easy for me to do, like, now I've got the screenshot thing down. It's quite easy for me to do a screenshot, drop it into the base mapping that I'm using to create my overall map and update it. So long as I keep an eye on what I've created, which I'll have to... Someone list off in bullet points in the Discord what I've done this series so I can go back and make sure I've not missed anything. Anyway, let's get playing. Got some services coming out. There we go. Let's just have a look at this. Oh yeah, this doesn't need to be yellow anymore. This is going to be blue. Something's already broken. Good. Let's have a look. What's broken? Oh, of course there's a clash. Where is it? Where is said clash? Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Go the other way for a bit. And then I'm going to put a signal in that I should have put in a minute ago. And we're just going to do that. Pause. Right, okay. Golly. I think this is fine if I put a signal in, right? What's this? This is... Okay, good. Oh no, it's saying bidirectionally worked there, which I don't want. Oh, I'm missing a crossover, aren't I? Yeah, that needs to go that way. What have I done? Oh god, what have I done? I need to put a signal in here. And it needs to be one way, and it needs to protect this lot. There, like that. And then I need to flip this around again. And this now needs a... I think that's now junction. Yeah, that's now broken because I need to cross over the other direction. Which is fine because this... Oh god, I can't see anything for the smoke. This is now... This can be a double slip. And this can be a crossover in the other direction. Is that right? Oh no, I need that crossover still. No. Space for a crossover here, I think, is there? No, there is not. Where's this going to go? I need a crossover here somewhere. 24, 24. Oh, it's not far off. I just need to shorten this one, right? Fix that. Let's do a crossover as short as I can get one here. Lovely. And then... Oh, there we go. Horrifying and beautiful all at the same time. I think that's fixed all of those problems, possibly. Yeah. We'll worry about whatever that's going to result in later. Do a diamond crossing. Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, the frame rate is choppy because my machine is unhappy. We're getting there, folks. Anyway, let's go back to Froome. Choppy, choppy, choppy. No, that's a Great Western Service. That's a Great Western Service. And I need to put a signal in here, I think. No. Let's get a signal in here. Now, hopefully... Oh, I didn't allocate them, did I? Thanks for the heads up, everyone. Check platform allocations, all the stops. Yeah, you're right. I should do that. Let's do precisely that. So, this service... Wherever it's going in Kingston Central is probably fine, because everything runs alright. We'll just have a quick check to see there's not like a million things all in one. There's like 2 things in the 36 Express, that's fine. 2 things on the GNR, yeah, that's fine, whatever. Yeah, we can fix that. Right, let's go Richmond Town. This is running that way. As long as they're both... Right, let's just make this yellow so I can see what's going on. Are they both in the same... Yeah, they are. That's nice. A piece for that. That's fine. Let's go to Stamford. I don't think there's any choice in Stamford. Everything's running where it has to. Yeah. Lovely. Michael Highfield Road is exactly where it has to be. Rugely Great Northern. Yep. It's doing precisely what it has to. It's running in... Yeah, that's all grand. Piece that. Yeah, sorry, the frame rate is choppy. It's not like in the line view for some reason. It's really getting unhappy about that. Ipswich. It's fine. It is what it is. Stratford Joint. Oh, let's have a look where it's going in Stratford Joint Station. Oh, let's... Could probably end up being nicer if it didn't do any of what it's doing there. Let's just tidy this up because its approaches are horrendous into this station. What on earth is it doing? Let's fix that. Let's have it going in. And have it going in and coming into this platform here, actually, I think. What is this? Lots of things going to 6, so no, we're not going to do that. We're going to run it into platform... What is that? Platform 4? What's in platform 4? Stratford to Morecambe. Oh no, let's leave the Stratford to Morecambe service, actually. Let's run it into... What's platform 5 is Bradshaw to Stratford via Lowestoft. That's... Wait, Bradshaw to Stratford via... Oh yeah, that's probably quite busy. Oh no, it's not actually. I don't think that runs much. Oof. Leighton to Stratford. Can we run it in there? I think we can, you know. I think we have the capacity to do such things. Let's run it into platform 2. Yeah, into platform 2. Yeah, there we go. And actually, we could probably move the Leighton to Stratford service to like platform. I forgot. Leighton, Stratford to Raleigh-Town, Stratford to Hexham. Okay, Stratford to yeah. Let's maybe. It's fine. We'll leave it there. That's fine. And I think that's now fixed its approach, so its approach is a bit less doolally. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's all the arrows moving that's really making the game struggle, actually. Signal on the other cord, the one without the brick train. Oh yeah, it's fixed. How are we doing? What time is it? 1 hour 21. Okay. Wooler. Let's have a look at Wooler. That should be fine, because it's just a simple two-platform station. Chesterfield Pier, again, simple two-platform, no choice there. Chesterfield, ditto. Yeah, that's... Yeah, it's fine. Raleigh Great Western. That's... Yeah, this is... Yeah, it's coming through the side, sort of the... Yep, that's nice. And then Frome. What's it doing in Frome? I don't actually know. What have we got in Frome? We've got quite a few services that are into Frome. Let's have a look at the terminals. Oh, no, that's fine. One of each. Perfect. Quite happy with that. No obvious conflicts. Let's get moving. There we go. There's our first service. It's quite a long one. Making its way. Oh, it's nice, isn't it? It does look good. It does look good when you've just got a nice long train there. Oh, it's grand. Sorry if I'm not doing quite as much in these as you'd expect me to. Hopefully we're gonna hammer some time now. I don't think there's any more construction work to do. That's a nice long service. I think that's pretty much... Let me just get my map up. There we go. Hopefully there's not... Looking at the map, there's not a huge amount else I can think. Any other suggestions for long sort of services? I think we've kind of got everything running everywhere at this point now. Possibly like an Orpington to Bury service. Is that maybe possibly one that we might have? You know, extend a Great Western service into Bury Station. That's a possibility, but yeah. It seems because the only railway that's sort of doesn't have like a bitter rivalry with everyone else seems to be the Midland in this. Unlike reality, it's the Midland in this case. It's sort of they seem to running. They're managing to run on all sorts of different railway companies. You know, sort of services. Let's just enjoy watching this one, kind of weaving along. It's kind of nice. Yeah, what are your thoughts, folks? I'm gonna have some money. Let's have some money. Some nice money. Let's also have a look at what the stat's doing. Well, actually, while we're here, we'll come back to you, the service. Let's just pin you. But probably for the best that signals are all fine. Let's hide signals just to get rid of some UI noise. Is everything running smoothly? This is the next question. Everything seems to be moving. Elliotsborough things are moving. Shanklin things are moving. We don't want things seized up for whatever accidental reason that I've screwed something up. It happens, and then stuff sits not moving for ages, and that's a calamity because it wrecks growth. Everything seems to be moving pretty well. Yeah, even through Shildon Tools, it seems to be moving quite nicely. Yeah. What level is this at? Oh, it is improving level. Good. yeah, everything seems to be kind of working. Are we going to make Wooler Junction 3 platforms? Should we do it? Should we make Wooler Junction 3 platforms? Yeah, let's do it. This Rugeley, everything's sort of moving through Rugeley. Hendon doesn't seem too bad. Anything in the tunnel? There's nothing in the tunnel at the moment. Not a huge amount goes through the tunnel at this point. Not unlike its allegory of the Severn. Bury Station's pretty busy. I don't think there's anything sat. Yeah, there's nothing sat in the shed, which is important. Everything's sort of out on the move. Yeah, that's right. That's nice. That's nice, isn't it? Bit of traffic through Lowestoft, but it's again sort of seems to be working. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Good stuff. I'm quite pleased with the volume of traffic that we're getting now. Let's see. How are things looking? Yeah, not too bad. We've got 86. What do we spend? Tickets for, and then maintenance of. Yeah. Oh, that's road. I don't care about road. Vehicle maintenance really is a major cost. That's less than 89. Oh, it must have got loads of new rolling stock. That must be why. Anyway, yeah, good. Probably do the old rolling stock check, shouldn't we? Let's just have a quick look at condition. There's lots of mediocre stuff, but that mediocre's fine. Don't mind mediocre. Yeah, it's grand. Now, what about our lines? Railways. Don't care about what we're looking at. Let's see. Oh, here, look, we've got some poopers in terms of cost. 3 cities line. Oh, all of these are looking. Bury to Shanklin Stopper. I mean, it's still carrying a. Yeah, it's fine. Why are they so low? Oh, they're just not managing to carry the number of passengers they should be. Well, that's disappointing. Oof. Right, Wooler. Let's head to Wooler, shall we? Let's go down here. Wooler is here. Here's Wooler Junction. Now, if we did... Yeah, if we had it coming in like this... You know what? We're not going to do Wooler Junction yet, because it's not a problem. It isn't it's not a congestion issue yet. We'll see if it ends up being so, but for now, not so much. Let's have a look of... Oh, the new NHS thing is not necessarily as great as it might appear to be at first. The new laws, it's allowing more centralised control of the NHS, taking power away. It's kind of like... it potentially enables more rather than less privatisation. They're reversing some of the outsourcing, but by and large, I'm be very wary of anything this government pushes through. Right, so yeah, okay, yeah. We're kind of on top of all my ticky boxes. Any other? I don't think there's any new major. Given the chords we've just put in, I don't think we need to build any major new railway lines either. We're getting close to 1890. I'm excited about the new rolling stock, folks. This is going to be good. I'm super excited about this. It's going to be a chance for us to have some proper fast expresses moving around, I think, which will be fun. And we're in the final. We're kind of very close to the final decade of the final. Oh, let me just do that. We're getting very close to the final decade of the 1800s. This is crazy times. We're making some moves. Overcrowded stations, quite possibly. It's kind of difficult to keep on top of the overcrowded station situation because of the lack of filter on the overcrowded station tab. Because you just end up with a lot of noise. Look at this. This is nice. Passage of some services. There we go. Where is this train? Where are we now? Where is this one? Oh, it's made its way from Raleigh. It's now on to the Raleigh to Lowestoft, the former Raleigh to Lowestoft railway. Single IT infrastructure. Yeah, it always seems like, yeah, agreed. The NHS should have a single IT infrastructure, but it just ends up falling flat on its face when it's taken on by central government, whereas the regions generally push things forwards a bit better, and then they roll out what works in one region on a wider basis. So again, mixed feelings on that, to be honest. Britain's incompetence is turning me into a pro regionalisation person, which I didn't used to be. A bad socialist, I suppose, on that front. Anyway, right. I'm just enjoying this, watching this service, kind of nice little aerial shot of this service doing its thing. Suggestions, folks. It's getting close to 1890 when we're going to start upgrading some locomotives. I'm excited about the new locomotives. I'm very excited about them. We have to wait. After that, we have to wait an entire 10 years. But you'll be pleased to know that quite a lot of fun stuff appears in 1900 as well. So we've got 10 years to wait. Quite a lot of fun stuff appears. So that's going to be exciting. This is nice, isn't it? Nice little bit of... It's a very long train. I'm interested to see how this is going to fit on these short local platforms. It might be that this... maybe actually this line needs to not call at... where are we? Let's get rid of... Where is it? Let's get rid of Chesterfield Pier. Yeah, there we go. Got rid of Chesterfield Pier. It's not going to call there. It's going to just keep going through. Except that it isn't, because... Oh, it is. It's just going to hammer through there. No bother. There we go. It's just hammering through. It's not stopping for anyone. So it's not going to stop there because it's... let's face it. There are enough local trains, I think, coming in and out of Chesterfield Pier. It's fine. Right. Oh, I'm excited about. I'm just building tension now. We need more tension. We need to play some crazy dramatic music to get past it. Why is now? What's my headquarters doing? Have I upgraded at all? I haven't upgraded at all. I have no debt, no liabilities. I have dumped ton of assets. I haven't bought any new trains in a while, which is why this is sort of steadily trickling downwards. We built. What's this? Our bank balance is not doing too... See, we've managed... It's interesting, the episode that I said the end of profitability, we've actually managed to reach a point where we've got a decently... We've got kind of got a steady bank balance. This wasn't through me dumping a load of extra cash in, actually. Well, we've got a bit of extra track mileage that went in there. Population. Here it is, it's happened. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. So what's this? This thing? I don't know what that is. What is it? Is it like a new... is it like a truck that can transport things around? Well, anyway, forget that, because... It's time for the Great Central to do its thing. Oh, this is exciting. And after this, we shall depart, because it's actually my birthday today, and I need to go and spend time, not on a computer, saying hi to everyone. It's happening. Right. Where are we going to go? Where are we going to go? Actually, let's pause, because I want everything to kind of change quite quickly. So. Services here. Let's see what's running through Bury that I'm going to now update its rolling stock. So let's have a look. Trains only, please. The Bury to Bradshaw Express. Let us, yes, change these locos to this lovely new fast loco. Look at that. And I think it improves its performance as well, so these things run better. Boom. New loco. The Bury to Kingston Express. Let's update all of these as well. So, likewise, let's get the... Oh, it's exciting, everyone. We're going to get rid of that and put that in there and get rid of this and put this in here and get rid of this and put this in here. And this one as well. Oh, look at that. Bury to Shanklin Express. Let's do this one as well. These two, just delete those out and swap this in for a nice new powerful fast loco that goes at a grand total 37 miles an hour, ladies, gentlemen, and non-binary people. That's some serious speed. It's very exciting. So that's what runs into Bury. Now, shall we... Let's the Three Cities Express, I think, should be the faster loco as well. So let's go down here. Three Cities Express. There we go. Now these are kind of running with kind of quite the old rolling stock stuff that we're going to have. Let's just make sure these are blue first, and we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think, yeah, and replace all of them with that. There we go. Let's just have a look. Look at these. Look at these. Look at this. Look at this. Looks funky, doesn't it? Look at this. It's a nice 440. It's got a name written on it. Very nice. French, by the look of it. Yeah, look at that. I'm very pleased about that. Looks great. Yeah, I'm in my 30s, everyone. In my 30s. Never thought it would happen. Never thought I'd make it. But I did. Let's just undo some capital expenditure here. There we go. Now, they're not the only ones who are now... So the Southern's running its... They're fine. The Southern's running its thing. The Great Northern wants in on the action. So it's time that some of the Great Northern Expresses got express locomotives, I think. So let's run up. And some of the kind of the headline Great Northern services, time they got a bit of an upgrade, I think. So let's do just that. We're going to... right. The Bradshaw. Yeah, this is like the main express, isn't it? So this one, let's update this. So we're going to get that in, and also see that I don't think bugger all people travelling in this train. Yeah, so how many is it? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Yeah, and then let's make that make it red. Okay, that's happened. What other services are there? There's the Bradshaw to Stratford via. Let's swap. Now, how busy do these get? 14, 38, 18, 42, 38. Yeah, pretty busy. We're gonna swap it out with 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Swap them out with. Yeah, see if I do that, it goes to mediocre. Yeah, fine. Swap them out with that. That's going to be that. Haverhill to Raleigh Town. That's quite a popular one. I think that I'm going to swap out as well. So we're going to get quite a big leap in service provision on these. I think these get busy. These get really busy. Oh, not that busy. Anyway, they're all getting swapped out. Hexham to Kroll. We can leave that for now. I think that's fine. I think, yeah. Saying that, I think it's time these saw. This is running very old rolling stock. It's time this got swapped out, I think. So let's also. There's some cascaded rolling stock anyway, so it's gonna get that, but refurbed. And we're gonna run it with. What's that? 8. Yeah, good. I think these. Do these get pretty full? Not that full. Anyway, there we go. It's going to be a bit faster too. That's nice. What else? We've got these. So the GWR as well. Well, let's leave the GWR because the GWR feels to me like it's a slower railway. Anyway, so the GNR's got some nice new fast rolling stock, which I'm quite pleased about. Do we want to then upgrade this stuff into Stratford as well? Let's whiz down to Stratford and see, because there's the services that run straight out of Stratford. That's probably the. Yeah, let's just quickly go in and have a look what's in here. So we've got the Bradshaw to Stratford. Yeah, let's swap these two out. This is going to be... Boom. This is European vehicles. Absolutely agree on... yeah, 37 miles an hour. It's all it can manage. It's rubbish, isn't it, really? But we'll get there eventually. Let's now... How busy are these two? Oh, rammed, actually. Do you want another service? Do you want to maybe duplicate one? Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to duplicate one of the trains. We're going to do it. Oh god, where is this turned up to? Is it in Bury? Where is this? Oh no, it's in Bradshaw Great Northern. That's quite sensible. That should just slot in quite nicely. What else have we got in Bradshaw? Let's have a look at services. So Bradshaw to Maghull, that's fine. That's the slow one. Gisborough, these are all kind of suburban ones, so they're quite happy to stay with what they've got. We've just upgraded those. We've got Bradshaw to Stratford. We've just upgraded. What else? And then that one, which we've so we've upgraded both those. Now we've just got the Shanklin to Bradshaw, which is still running with a slower locomotive, kind of the slower stock. I'm at peace with that. Let's keep that running like that. We've got 10 years of this. We're gonna see how we go. I'm quite pleased with this change. Let's get moving. Let's see what's going on. They did recreate actual trains for this game. The trouble is they were. Look at this. Yeah. Look at this. I'm quite pleased. I'm quite looking forward to. Actually, let me just do a quick save while... sorry, I know this is going to be freezy. What was this? January 1890. Just in case I screw everything up. Somehow, accidentally... 01... Express Locos. There we go. Let's just save that. It's now going to freeze for a bit. Sorry, folks. 37 miles an hour for the 1890s is pretty pants. Trains were getting up to, 80 miles an hour pretty reliably at this time. The 1890s, trains were going fast. They were going really fast. 60 was absolutely standard for anything kind of running at a decent, any non-suburban stock was running up to those sorts, well over 60 miles an hour by this point. So, yeah, this is not particularly realistic in terms of train speeds. No. Oh, we'll just wait for this freeze to finish, and then we kind of get to enjoy a bit of some rolling stock pulling into Bradshaw Great Northern Station. This is a busy old station, this one. Yeah, pretty reliably busy. I reckon the extra speed is going to pull more. It's going to increase the ability of the trains to kind of the rolling stock to do its thing. Any suggestions for where we sit and watch, by the way? Any preferences? Do we want somewhere the trains are absolutely hammering it? Yeah, see, they're going through at quite a pleasing speed. So this is one of the express services. It's quite pleasing seeing it hammering through. Look at that. It's got some nice running gear there. I quite like that. There it is, about to overtake this local service. Look at this. Now, but the thing is, this now introduces us a challenge, which we didn't so much have before, which is speed differentials and slow trains catching up faster trains. No, faster trains catching up slower trains. And I think we're going to see that. So the Great Northern is 4-track for a lot of its length. The Great Central between Bury and Shanklin is not. I think we're going to see some problems on the Great Central in terms of the express services catching up rapidly catching up the stoppers. So let's be interested to see. We've got all the stations have passing loops, so that's not so much of an issue. I do love seeing the busyness of the services whizzing in and out with all sorts of trains. Let's whiz over and have a look, shall we? Let's go over to the Great Central and see what's happening. I don't see any great congestion going on. Even right through Mag Hull, it doesn't look too bad. Let's see. Yeah. What's this? That's the local. Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this station might well get a bit busy now that it's got this. Yeah, see, a lot of people are already liking the look of this Kingston to Frome service. I thought they would. Anyway, let's have a look here. See, these are the old trains running at 31. But is there an express service now paused, essentially trying to ready to catch up with them? Also, holy moly, overcrowding big time. Shanklin to Framlingham. Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, that's the really long distance one that's possibly needs more trains actually. The Shanklin to Framlingham. Yeah, I'm gonna double the number of vehicles on that because it's quite busy. Let's just double those. Yeah, lovely. Marvellous. Now, hopefully this is down in... of course it's in Bury. They're never going to get out. They're never going to get onto the service in Bury. Why didn't they start the ones in... Why didn't you start them in Framlingham where there's a new shed? Come on, is it going to manage it? Oh, it is. Oh, that's a turn up for the books. I did not see that coming. I was expecting to just get snarled up in the train traffic immediately. How did we end up with 2 4-track railways running parallel? Oh, where? What, down by Bradshaw? Because it's an old freight railway. It's the freight railway that runs into Bradshaw. So, yeah, here, this is a freight railway that's pretty busy with freight. And then this is the Great Northern, which runs its kind of quite busy passenger services running in and out. So they're two separate railways, really. Yeah, that's why, is your answer. Now. Anyway, what was I doing? I was looking at a problem, an intractable problem, and didn't actually look at it at all. That's Bridport. Bridport's fine. Yeah, Bridport's easy. They've just got a nice little poxy little local service that just does what it needs to do down here. Corby. Have any challenges in Corby? No, Corby's a hilarious little station. Look at this little station. Tiny little station, mostly ignored, but and lots of trains that were too long turning up and blocking the level crossings. Where are we? Great Central runs through Paignton. These are all, it's interesting because these are all, not that many Great Central services clearly are running with the new loco. I say that. We've got some queues forming. And now that is presumably because, oh crikey. Yeah, that is some traffic. This is presumably because of stuff running through Paignton. Interesting. It might be because new trains have appeared over here. Why are they queuing up? Are these the same service? They better not be. What's this? This is Bury to Shanklin Stopper. It's the Bury to Shanklin Stopper. That's the Bury to Maghull Stopper. Oh, I've not seen traffic on the GCR before. That's a bit weird. Normally everything just runs through, no bother. Now, is this one of the expresses? Yes, it is. So this is a train running a decent old lick, and it's going to come into the traffic up here, isn't it? You can see the blue traffic ahead of us, just paused, slightly intimidatingly. Yeah. Anyway, right, it's time for me. Quite enough of this. I'm going to leave us all in peace and quiet. This is the challenge that we're going to be dealing with tonight. This guy seems pretty fed up, doesn't he? Just kind of rubbing his hands, flinging his hands up in the air. We're going to be at the back of a long queue of trains now, which is no good at all. Look at this. Queue, parked. Is this moving? No, it is moving. Just, so we're getting there. Just about. Yes, our nice fast express trains are getting snarled up in the traffic of a load of stopping services that seem to have blocked each other off. What's this train coming through here? It's just the local service with probably pretty knackered rolling stock at this point. Going to need a wholesale renewal of some of this old green stuff. This is the old K&BR stock, for goodness sake. Anyway, right, I'm going to leave us there. We can see trains whizzing in and out, the chaos and blockage, and it's going to get busy. I mean, the trains are all pretty busy, I'd imagine. Yeah, they're popular services. They do fill up. That one isn't. That one is a little bit. And this is. No one takes the expresses yet because they're not fast enough. Oh dear me. Anyway, that's a big queue of trains. I'm going to leave us there. Everyone, thanks for watching. That's been tremendous fun. I got very excited. I don't know if anyone else did. We have. What have we got to do next time? What have we got to do next time? We've got to. Let's just have a look. Let's just hover over Rugely for a little bit. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? We have to. What do we have to do next time? I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do next time. We're going to go through the decade and see can we get through a whole decade in one session. Do you think? Theoretically, that'll be on Friday. A decade in a session. I don't see it happening. I get panicky if I do more than 5 years in a session. In any case, I will. Where are we? Yes, I will see you all for Rail Natter on Wednesday evening. You should all tune in to see Tim tomorrow evening, and then this on Friday evening probably. That's quite nice. There's all sorts going on. Anyway, right. I'm gonna. What am I gonna do? It's August. I'm gonna save this just in case. There we are, 08. There we go. Just save this that I don't set fire to everything accidentally, which does happen sometimes. I will. Yeah, no problem, everyone. That's a pleasure. I will see you all. I'll see you all next time for more shenanigans with railways and the general chaos that I cause for them. Right. yeah, I'm going to push this button and give you some waving. Cheerio, everyone. Cheerio.